Hello, family. It's good to have you guys back here to the channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. And if you're just tuning into the channel for the very first time, you're highly welcome to the channel. So, I am going to be showing you how to make this bag. I have some other videos I have made like this. I'm going to put the links in the description box. They all have different measurements. So I'm using this very thick leather. It's not a two-faced leather, but it is almost as thick as a two-faced leather. The reason why I'm using the leather is because I don't want to put a lining on the back. So my measurement is 10 inches by 12 inches. So I'm going to be using this plate as the curve. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is to get the middle first before I'll now use that plate as a guide to just cuff the side, the one stop of the bag. So guys, if you don't have a curve ruler, you could do this, but if you have a curve ruler, you could just use your curve ruler to just get what you how shape you the shape you want it to be. And if you are also not, maybe you are at your shop so you don't have a plate, you could do this. Just use your free hand on one side, then retrace what you cut to the other side. So I just hope these three techniques will help you get a perfect curve. So having said that, that is like basically everything about the sides. And the side, as we know, will determine the overall width of the bag. So after I cut out, I am just going to go to the leather and retrace the pattern. So I am going to be cutting out two of the pattern. So I am just going to make a tiny curve at the bottom like this on both sides, just make it less pointy. Then I'm going to measure the sides round. Please be careful while measuring. Make sure you measure it perfect because you'll be removing 1.5 inches from your actual measurement. So I'll just measure round, and anything I get, I am going to be removing 1.5 inches. So I got 40.5 inches from the overall measurement. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut out 39 inches. So if you remove 1.5 inches from 40.5 inches, you will get 39 inches. So I'll cut out 39 inches as the overall length of the bag. Then the width of the bag is going to be 19 inches. I just hope you understand what I am saying. The overall length of the bag is 40.5 minus 1.5 inches, which is 39 inches. Then the width of the bag, the wideness of the bag is 19 inches. So this is just me trying to cut the fabric out on a straight side so that I will not get any bent I will not get any bends. I will not get any bent cuts. So guys, thank you guys for tuning into the channel once again. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. And if you're tuning into the channel for the very first time, please do it to click on the subscribe button and also the notification bell so that you get notified whenever we post a new tutorials. On this channel, we give a lot of tutorials, and I'm sure you don't want to miss any. So guys, after cutting out all my patterns, this is what I have. So now I'm just going to be cutting out the pocket. So the width, of course, is 10 inches, and the length I want it to come up a bit. That is 8 inches. So I'm going to add extra 1 inches to what I want. So this is the pipe I'm going to be using. So if you don't know what an actual pipe looks like, that is what an actual pipe looks like. This one is the belt that I'm going to be using for the down handle, and the other one is the belt I'm going to be using for the up handle. So now I'm going to be working on the front pocket, the sides, two sides pocket first. So I'm just going to make a mark to just remove that my 1 inches so that it will serve as a guide for me to stitch, so that I will not have bent stitches. I'll just make the markings on the two pockets, then I'll just fold it and just make a straight stitch using the markings as a guide. If you know, if you're conversant with my tutorials, you will know that I love making markings at a loss. This is because it is beginner friendly, and it is also good so that you have straight and nice work. But if you're an expert and you could do freehand, no wahala. Well, like, we all have to do what works for us. So this is how the side is going to be when I attach them to each other. But before attaching the sides, I will just attach my d-rings first. So there's no actual measurement for this. I just got a leather that is long enough to just pin it down like this, and I am just going to make my stitches. So please, I am make sure it's as center as possible. Sew your d-rings first before you now sew the sides to the actually side of the side pocket to the actual side of the bag. So this is how to pipe your bag. I have a tutorial already on the channel if you don't know how to pipe your bags. So I'm going to put the link under this one so that you'll be able to see how to go about piping your bags with an actual piping bag. And I also have another tutorial where I use a leather to pipe a bag, and I also have another tutorial where I use an Ankara fabric to pipe a bag, so you could learn how to make your pipings on your bag. So after I was done with the side, the next thing I need to do is to start working on the main body of the bag. So this is my zipper head, so I'm going to be putting two of it, and I am going to be making my markings for where the straight handle is going to be. So the measurements of the handle that I cut out was 39 inches. So this is just me trying to make a measurement so that I'll know how deep and how wide I want the handle to where I want the handle to start from. So I'm going to be measuring 8 inches from the top, and I'm going to be measuring 5 inches from the side. The width of the leather I'm using for the handle is a 1 inches thin. It's a 1.5 inches thin. This is because after I finish folding in the sides, I'll be able to put in my D-rings, because my D-ring is 1 inches wide. So if you're using a bigger D-ring, add extra half inches to the measurement of your D-rings. So guys, you just make your straight stitch and make sure you are stopping exactly where that line starts and ends, because that is your guide. So after stitching, this is what it looks like. The next thing I'm going to be going ahead and do now is to be attaching my D-rings to the side, to the remaining space of the bag. So the I just cut out 6 inches, then I folded in like this, then I will just go and make my stitches first way. So after making my stitches, this is what it looks like. So the next thing I'm just going to go ahead and do is to start working on putting my zipper and my runner as well. So guys, after putting my zipper, I have already top stitched. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is to make my notches. So I'll make my notches this way, and I'll make my notches the other way, and I'll also make my notches on the side of the bag. This will serve as a guide so that I will know the middle and where I'm going to be starting from and where I am going to be ending. So this way, if the bag is too big, or if the side is too small, or the side is too big, I will know where to adjust it from. So you're going to put it right side facing each other, and you just make your stitches all around like this. So after stitching, this is what it looks like. You could pipe your bag if you want to, but because I was using a piping belt, I decided not to pipe the bag because it would be hard to pipe it. So I'll just go ahead and turn my bag inside out, and that is like basically everything about the tutorial. So the next thing I'm just going to go ahead and do now is to work on the other long the handle that I am going to be attaching to the other part of the ring that you are going to be holding if you want to carry the bag. And the measurement for that one is 20 inches by 3 inches. So that when I fold it into two, I am going to be getting exactly 1 inches or 1 inches plus, but it will be enough to put it in my earrings because I'm going to be putting it in my earrings. So you could sew it this way, but I just decided to just sew it this way because leather is very thick, and if I say I should just sew it that way, it will be too bulky for my sewing machine. So if I sew it that way, I'll just put it inside, and that's like basically almost everything about the bag. And this is the final look of the bag. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for staying till the end. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. And if you're just tuning into the channel for the first time, please do well to click on the subscribe button and also the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post in new tutorials. So having said that, see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye.